We're made up of 4 different companies. So Mediplacements, that places doctors and most allied health professionals, Just Physios for physios, and Just OT for occupational therapists, and Just Nurses for nurses as well. We've been around for over 20 years, so our consultants have a huge amount of experience. So you can definitely rely on them to look after you when you get over there. I wish I could be there in person today, but I guess this is the next best thing. So I'm going to skip to the end of the slideshow just because there's a QR code. If anyone needs to sort of log off and want some help later, I can't actually get to the end right now. Hang on. Yeah, I'll just have to click, sorry. So I'll just, yeah, log into the QR code. Here we go. And I will get back to you after the thing. So if you do need to log off halfway through the presentation, scan there now. We're actually giving a $50 gift voucher draw for people that scan in and just leave a couple of details. I promise I won't bombard you with emails and texts and things like that. I'll just keep you up to date with different changes in visas and yeah, some of the relevant legislation over there. So scan now if you think you might be able to or might have to go. So I'll share screen again. Sorry about that. And here we go. Oops. Here we go. Okay. So why go to the UK? UK has so many travel opportunities, basically from London and the rest of the cities across the UK. They're just, yeah, it's just endless. Basically, you can get to Germany in under an hour. You can get to Iceland in under 3 hours. It costs as little as £16 to get to Naples, Malta, or Vienna. And you can even do these things on the weekend. So there's no isolation needed at the moment. You can come and go as you please. So the UK is just a great base to start work and you know, be able to travel from as well. I could talk all day about the travel opportunities, but I'm here to speak about the work ones. So we have temporary positions available and they're called locum positions. Most of our allied health professionals heading to the UK will choose to work as locums. It gives you the flexibility to choose when, where and how you want to work over in the UK. So you can work for a couple of months, travel for a couple of months, come back and work for a couple of months. Basically gives you, yeah, control of exactly what you want to do over there. There's also permanent positions. So we get plenty of permanent positions over there if you're looking to just, you know, career goals and further your career in the UK. The work opportunities are amazing. So we've got work in leading teaching hospitals. You can work in a different health system, learning different techniques and different skills. And you can work in areas that you otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to work in over there, so that when you come back to Australia, it gives you the opportunity to really kickstart your career back here as well. It's not only the European travel opportunities that we have, but our positions are located all over the UK. It's possible to obtain hospital accommodation in most of these positions, and they're often on site. So it really cuts down the 2 biggest outlays that you have for your week. So travel and accommodation. When it's on site, yeah, the travel and the accommodation are so much less expensive. It's fantastic. It's also a great way to meet other allied health professionals over there. So if you're traveling by yourself, it's a really social situation in the on-site accommodation in the hospitals there. So a great way to meet other travellers and other allied health professionals doing exactly the same thing. I did have one girl that went up to the Outer Hebrides in northwestern Scotland, and she lived up there for 3 months in on-site accommodation. She did her rural clients by light aircraft. And she said it was the most fantastic experience she had in the whole 2 years of living and working over there. So there's really some exciting locations if you're a bit more adventurous, but we also get, you know, hundreds of placements in London as well. So in regards to preparation, it can really take quite a long time to get prepared to go to the UK. So it's best to be done quite a bit in advance. Finishing your qualification and getting a great job here is definitely first and foremost, and then working hard and getting at least a year's experience. This will make a really big difference to how many placements and positions you can be put forward for over there. We do get some newly qualified positions, but they're mostly permanent. But for audiologists at the moment, we can also get locum work. So if you're wanting to go over straight after qualification and you're an audiologist, we can definitely give you that sort of travel opportunities as well with the locum work. But otherwise, yeah, sort of permanent work is probably what we can get for newly qualified, and we can definitely help with that as well. But first you'll need UK state registration. It can take about 6 months to get approval for this. And you'll need information from the university and also your referees as well. So get in touch with me. I'll give you sort of step-by-step processes to get this done in time and make it as simple as possible. The other thing to consider is your eligibility to work over there. So if you have a British passport, it's very quick and easy. You go over there, you're entitled to live and work and stay indefinitely. But the rest of you that are not quite that lucky, you'll have to look at the visas that you can get. The first visa that I'm going to talk about is probably the most popular visa. It's a Tier 5 Youth Mobility Scheme visa. And for that visa, you need an Australian passport. It gives you, you need to be under 31 years of age, and it gives you 2 years living and working over there. They're about to update this visa and make it a 3-year visa, and also extend it to under 35s. They're even rumouring that maybe under 40s is something that they may put in place. But yeah, it's due to come out probably mid next year. So I can keep you in touch with how that goes. But there are other options like the ancestry visa. You need a UK grandparent for that, but it gives you 5 years living and working over there. So that's a great option as well, because you can get back-to-back ancestry visas that can let you work indefinitely. If you don't have an Australian passport, or if you're over 35, or if you've used your Tier 5 visa before, there's also the sponsorship visa. For that position, you will, for that visa, you'll need a permanent position, and they sponsor you. So the actual job will belong to the visa. So if you left the job, your visa ends. So you'd need to sort of maybe get another job that would attach you to another visa for that. It's a little bit more complicated, but it's definitely something that we get quite a lot of permanent positions, and most of them are looking at the moment to, you know, at all options in getting people placed over there permanently. So in regards to the type of positions we have, they're located all over the UK. And as I said, they're in different specialties as well. Most of our positions are in the UK public health system, which is called the NHS, but we also get private hospital, clinics and schools too. The length of assignment is usually on average about 3 months, but they're sort of extended month to month. So say into the first month, 2 or 3 weeks in, they'll ask you if you want to extend. If you don't, you can go off travelling and just give a week's notice. And while you're travelling, your UK consultant will keep in touch with you and line up your next position for you, so that when you come back to the UK, yeah, straight into another position. It's all quite a quick and easy process. So there's locum positions and permanent positions. Permanent positions take a little bit longer, so we can put you forward for those a little bit more in advance, because the interview process and also the paperwork compliance is a little bit more stringent. And the locum positions, we could probably only put you forward for 3 or 4 weeks before the position starts, because they're looking for somebody as soon as possible. It's a really quick and easy recruitment process with the locum work. basically your UK consultant will put you forward for that position. You'll generally end up, they'll pick one CV to speak with, and you'll end up with like a phone interview. So it's really quite quick and easy. They often agree a start date with you on the phone and off you go. There's sort of no selection criteria to address and no second interviews. So in regards to when it's a good time to go to the UK, at the moment, we've probably got, you know, between 200 and 500 jobs per profession over there available to start in the next month. So anytime's a really good time to go. I probably prefer the UK summer because the long warm days, you've got, you know, it's light until about 10:30 at night. The festivals over there, it's kind of crazy how many they can fit into a summer. So it's a really good time to go over and enjoy that. But the UK winter as well. I mean, yeah, cozy warm pubs. It's got central heating over there. Everything's geared towards the winter, and you know, skiing in the Alps, just like a footstep away. So also a great time to go over. UK winter probably has a few more positions available just due to the winter pressure money that they get, because the hospital, the pressure on the hospital at that time, hospital system. But at the moment, I mean, we get so many jobs even through the UK summer that it's definitely not something that you, basically there's so many jobs winter and summer over there. It just depends on what you prefer. So yeah, definitely go over either way. The most important thing, I guess, when you're going to the UK is to try and remain a little bit flexible. They love Australian health professionals, but they love Australian health professionals with UK experience even more. So that first position, if you can be a little bit flexible on location or specialty, it'll definitely put you in good stead to getting that first position, getting that UK experience on your CV, and then getting that perfect future position that you're looking for as well. So the best thing to do now is work hard and get as much experience as you can before you go. The best experience that you can possibly get is clinical experience, making sure that you have a good relationship with your boss, because references are definitely needed. Any CPD, short courses or volunteering projects that you can do will also be great for your CV. So plan ahead now. Please get in touch. Basically, I can do you up sort of timelines on when and where you need to do stuff. So yeah, give me a call or email me. Or as I said, there's a $50 gift voucher. Yeah, that you'll go into the draw for if you scan and just leave a couple of your details. As I said, I'll get in touch and give you sort of like a personal timeline and on how you need to plan and get ready for that UK experience. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Natalie. I don't see any questions in chat just yet, but love to open it up for anyone to ask any questions or ask any clarification as needed. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask aloud.
Hi, Natalie. I've got a question. Thank you for the speech. I'm studying medicine and in second year, and I know there's like a UK kind of board exam, but I think they're changing it. So is this something your company can also help with?
Yeah, definitely. So the GMC over there is getting a little bit easier than it was. So yeah, we can start with giving you ideas on when to start it, how long it's going to take, and the step-by-step ways that you put it in place over there. That's definitely something we can help with for sure.
Yeah, and in your experience, do you think it's better to finish the internship year in Australia and then apply overseas, or it doesn't really matter for the UK?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps to get you as much experience before you go as possible. It just gives you a lot more choices when you're over there, and you can be put forward for a lot of positions, and it'll be more specifically orientated to exactly what you're after. when you do your internships before you go. Yeah, I mean, getting as much experience as you can before you go. Just keep in mind that the visas and the opportunities for people under 35 are probably a little bit more lenient than people over 35. So if that comes into play, yeah, definitely maybe change your plans around that. But getting as much experience here as you possibly can